How are you doing?
Am well. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. So you had Mother's Day yesterday. How did that go?
It was great. The kids, we went to church and then they took me to it's called Southern Tail Brewing here, and they had a live band and they had a brunch buffet and like signature cocktail drinks. So yeah, I had a good buzz by 11 o'clock yesterday. It was a really good day. What about you?
Well, let's see. We've been filming Max's movie, his short
Oh yeah,
film,
I saw that.
and he was so sweet. He cast me as the mom in the short film, which has been so much fun to get to work on. Makes me feel really happy that he wanted me to be involved with it. It kind of touched my heart, of course, because I mean he's 19, he's in college. Does he want his mom involved with his film? And yeah, I guess so. So that was awesome. But we did that and had a bunch of actors over at the house, and it was really fun to do that. And then we went to the Museum of Modern Art and looked at artwork and had a late lunch at a little French restaurant, which was delicious. And that was it. That was it. Olivia had a performance. The reason that was kind of all those activities. Olivia had a performance with LA Children's Chorus last night at 7. So we went and all watched Olivia perform with the children's choir. And it was gorgeous, beautiful. So it's
Awesome.
been a lot of fun.
Welcome to Pretty Smart 2. Today, Laura and Brandy sit down with actress, model, screenwriter, and author Anna Lauren. From her powerful new film, Selfish Marie, to her inspiring new book, Radiant AF. Anna shares how she's stepping fully into her purpose in her late 40s and why it's never too late for women to own their power, reinvent themselves, and live unapologetically. This is a conversation you won't want to miss.
So without further ado, we will introduce my good friend, actress, model, producer, writer, Anna, and we will welcome her to our podcast today on Pretty Smart too.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey. Hi.
Anna, this is Brandy, and
Hi,
Brandy, this is
Brandy.
Anna.
I'm going to turn up my
It's very
volume so I
nice
can
to
hear
meet
you.
you.
Hello. So good to meet you too. I've been looking forward to this for so long. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming
Oh,
along.
pleasure. Can't wait to talk.
I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your last name
That's
correctly.
okay. It's actually pronounced Hoare. So it's an old English surname. My husband's English. And it's a real head turner in America. It's known on the East Coast. Out west, like if I'm in a hotel, I just spell it out with the bellhop. I'm like, it's Hoare. The French pronunciation, we have French family too, is Horaire. But yeah, it's a fun one for sure. It's a real head turner.
Well, I wondered, and I haven't
Yeah.
asked you. I just had forgotten to ask. I have to
No,
tell you
it's great.
a
It's great.
story.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
funny story about your last name when our
Yeah.
daughters first met.
My gosh.
Olivia, I think they were
Yes.
in the fourth
Yes.
grade. Is that correct? I believe fourth.
Yeah, maybe fourth or fifth grade. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So Olivia came home and she was like, I've met the coolest girl. Her name's Carolina. We are going to be best friends.
Aw.
I just know it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Tell me about her. She was like, well, she's lived all over the place and she's just so interesting. And the teacher called her name and he pronounced it Hoare, or, she was like, he was trying to pronounce it this way. And she's raised her hand and said,
She just went.
my last name's Hoare. Like, that's how
Yeah,
you
it's
say it.
amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And
So yeah.
so Olivia was like, she's super cool. She
She
owned
just
her
like let
name.
it
I'm like,
roll.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny because it's a known surname in the UK. So you say it, no one turns their head, but it's a very old English name. So you don't hear it overseas here so much. But yeah, the French pronunciation is Hoare. I don't know. I say Hoare, but my stage name
Yeah.
is Anna Lauren. So I've had
Yes.
Anna Lauren as my stage name since I was a model in my 20s. So it's just easy. I kind of go back and forth, but yeah, it's a fun
Yeah.
one. It's a
Yeah,
conversation starter at cocktail parties for sure.
yeah, for sure. I love that. I love that. I love it. Well, welcome. Thank you for
Thanks.
joining us.
Yeah, I'm
Anna
so
and I have
happy.
known each other. Yes, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. We've known
Yeah.
each other since our kids started hanging out together. And it's
Crazy.
so funny. We, started talking there at your house and just kind of found that we
Yeah.
had lots of things
Yep.
in common with
Yeah.
production and
Yes.
um So I was so lucky that you brought me onto your
Oh my
to your
gosh,
short
we were
film.
so lucky to have you. Laura ratcheted the game up to pro status so fast, so rapidly, Brandy. So she comes in, and I've never had this on any of my sets or shoots. She had full lookbooks done. She had
Yeah.
an outline of me like drawn. It was amazing. The director was like, "Okay, yeah, we're for real," and I'm like, "Yeah." So Laura
Yes.
set the pace. We were just
Oh,
in
always.
awe of her work. What a talent. What a talent. Yeah, so,
You're
so
so
lucky to have her. Thank you, Laura, for being part of this.
thank you for
Yeah.
bringing me
Oh
on.
my
It was an
gosh.
amazing opportunity, and I got to go down to Laguna Beach and spend
Yeah.
time there working
Yeah.
on that short film. And it's really, I was like, you never
Yeah.
know when you're. I got the script and I was like, it's excellent. I wrote the
Gosh.
script
Yeah.
and it was, excellent. And I thought, this is super exciting to be able to work one
Yeah.
with a female filmmaker is,
Yeah.
that when
Yeah.
we're similar ages also.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
All of this is so interesting. And so I was very excited to get started with those drawings and just kind of
Yeah.
bring as much as I could to the table because, I know it's important to show
Yeah.
up and be prepared. And
So
but
good.
yeah,
So
yeah,
good. So
yeah.
impressive. I can't wait. We're almost there.
Oh,
Last stretch with the film. It's currently being scored by our composer and then festival submission end of this month, hopefully. So we're getting there. It's like if you're making a film, it's like giving birth to a baby and then feeding it is post-production. So I'm ready for it to be fully grown and weaned and toilet trained.
mhm.
So get it out of the house, you know,
Yes,
senior
yes.
18-year-old go off to college. That's what it feels like. But yeah, we're really excited to get the film done and have Laura as part of it.
Well, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I the way you did it, having multiple jobs, the writer, the producer, the
Recommended.
lead
Yeah.
actress, and then you
Yeah.
pulled it off all so well, but that's such a common ground. Brandy, very similar with he, had moved to a new town. She
Mm,
opened a place. It's not just,
right.
we're going to find a place to work. She
Right.
created her place and her brand is there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's very exciting.
Amazing. Brandy, where are you?
I'm in Arkansas. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Wonderful. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
hmm
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandy owns a spa there. Brandy, do you want to tell about your
Yeah.
spa?
Absolutely. I would love to. Yeah. So we actually are the first spa located in a luxury apartment complex. So in Arkansas. So that's a new thing here. So yeah, and it's been really, really fun. We opened in September and it's going really well.
Mhm.
We're only at 50% occupancy right now. So there's about 180 residents and they're all so supportive. Like they love to come to the spa. And the reason I don't have any makeup on today is because I enjoy it as well. So we live in the apartment complex and I'm going to get a massage at 5:30. So it's gonna be great. But yeah,
Okay.
it really works out well. Yeah. Mhm.
I love that. That's so exciting. Congratulations on your new endeavor.
Thank
And I'm all
you.
here for makeup free days. Wearing no
Okay.
makeup
Yeah.
is the way forward. When you're not working, perfect. Fully,
Yeah,
fully
Absolutely.
exactly.
agree. Yeah.
100%. And sometimes when you are working, it's like, that's
Mm,
one thing that I actually have written down here about, how and something that really impressed me about you on a
mm,
very similar to Brandy is that
mm,
you take your health seriously.
mm,
You're
mm,
not just saying, throwing makeup all over your face and airbrushing your images for your modeling and doing all and pretending to be. You really do live a very healthy lifestyle. And I know you
mm,
hike and you're into activities and, um, all of that. And, practicing what you preach
mm,
is
mm,
especially kind of at our age. I know when I was
mm.
younger, like I could survive on a couple of cookies and,
Yeah, we've all done that.
Coca-Cola and
Yes.
whatever. But
Yeah, yeah, I agree. The older I got, the more I didn't take my health for granted, just like you. Like when you're younger, you can thrash your body and put it through a lot. And then realizing the big thing at this age, I'm in my late 40s, is recovery. So yes, I can push myself the same, but there's a bigger cost for it. So really honoring that process of recovery, moving my body every day. I think everyone can move no matter what they enjoy, if it's dancing, hiking, walking, jump roping. I don't go to a gym. I use everything at my own home. So I find like there's no excuses. It's always something to incorporate into your lifestyle, and I feel better for it. But there's days I don't want to work out for sure. I'm human. Yeah, it's important to move. Yeah, yeah.
Going back to your well, actually let's go way back. Let's go way
Okay.
back. Let's go back to your education and leaving Southern California, and how did that come about, and moving,
Yeah.
out of the country?
Yeah, so I graduated a little bit early. I went to Berkeley and I graduated in art history, but I love military history. So I was kind of like toying around with getting a PhD. I talked to Princeton. I was thinking about PhD tracks, realizing I didn't want to do a full PhD because you'd either be a curator or professor. So I landed on a master's degree, which incorporated some history and military history into it. And the archives I needed to research from were based in England. So I started researching universities there and applied to a few, got into Oxford and did a 1-year master's program. So their bachelor's degrees are 3 years instead of 4 years. Their master's degrees are 1 year instead of 2 years. So very compressed, but an incredible opportunity. And yeah, it was the right academic setting for me. I loved what I studied and researched. I was lucky enough to work in art museums with my degrees. A lot of people who study art history want to like law school, but I was really lucky to actually work in my field. And yeah, I still love museums. I still love going to museums locally here in California, and then when I travel as well. But yeah, education's a big part for me. Really, really, really love studying. I'm still pretty much a big geek, especially for history. Yeah,
That's wonderful.
yeah.
And then we go back to the whole, you're not just pretty, you're pretty smart too. I mean, obviously you're pretty freaking brilliant. You went to,
True, not true.
you,
Like the more you
well,
study, the more you realize how little you know. Like it's pretty scary. I could probably, in theory, with a master's, I can go instruct at junior colleges in California. And I'm like, I have no business teaching young minds about our history. I would fail miserably at it because it's such a broad, expansive topic. And yeah, the more I studied it, the less I knew. So I still need to always crack open a book here and there. And I still love that process. Yeah.
obviously very humble, and I can
No,
tell you
no.
but when we worked together, it was such
Mm,
a pleasure, because it was sometimes you show up to sets. I'm sure
mm,
you've experienced this,
yeah,
or when you show up
yeah,
to, like, certain people come into your presence that have, a lot to offer, but unfortunately sometimes you get kind of intimidated or overwhelmed
sure,
by it,
sure.
because
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
paying attention to how everyone else in the room, they're not reading the room, I guess.
Right, right. Yeah.
You don't know what to expect when you show up to a set. And I walked into your home and you were cooking the crew breakfast.
Yeah, we did that.
Lead,
Yeah, we had scrambled eggs and bagels. Yeah. All hands on
the
deck.
lead. I've never walked in on any production I've ever worked on.
My
And
house. So I mean, it was I cheated, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. But
So,
and then you were cleaning
yeah.
up and you were taking care of people and serving people.
Mm.
And everything was so organized, and it was
Oh,
just such a pleasure.
gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Good.
Brady,
Yeah.
and I have worked on several, like, festival type things together, and Brandy's very similar.
Right.
You're going to show up to her house, and it's going to
Right.
have,
Love.
a thought. Whoever's there, she's thought
Oh,
about that
I
person.
love that. I love that. Yeah.
It makes that experience much better.
And when you're on a set, and I hear this consistently in this industry, Laura, and you probably have too, is when it comes down to casting, and there's two different actors, for instance, they're going to choose the actor who may not be the most talented of the two, but is going to be the coolest to hang out because on hour 17 on that set, you want someone who's just going to go with the flow. And it is so true. Like so much
Mhm.
of this industry, and any industry, I'm sure the same for you, Brandy, is just being a good colleague, coworker, thinking about other people. Like it's pretty basic, but it is surprising. A lot of people, we can get really wrapped up in our own heads. And funny enough, this movie's about a female narcissist. So hopefully it was the opposite experience. She's a trip. But yeah, it
Yeah.
really is about just being flexible and adaptive and working cohesively as a team. And the less friction there is, the faster and smoother it moves. So
Mhm.
that's really high praise. Thank you, Laura. That's all that matters to me, is that everybody had a
Oh,
good time.
it was a great time, and it was an
That's fun.
interesting bringing all the different elements together.
Yeah.
A lot of and I didn't realize this when I was working with them
Mm.
until I sort of became Facebook and Instagram friends with people. But a lot
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
people on set had
yeah.
worked with you previously
Yes.
as photographers and
Yes.
directors,
Yeah.
and how you brought all these interesting, talented, very easy and fun to work with people together was so fun.
So,
So
first of
fun.
all, so lucky to know all of you. But yeah, I'm a hustler. And what I mean by that is I network. And they always say, I think Steven Spielberg said, you know, start making films and make them with what you have and with your friends. And so that's what I did. And I was extraordinarily lucky that all of my friends were these top pros in the industry, including Laura. So you have people who there's an instant shorthand with. My director, Gerard, we've collabed on, I don't know, like half a dozen shoots at this point, photo shoots. And the first, AC was brand new to me, but I had worked with our cinematographer. The second AC was a photographer I shot with. Everybody I knew, and most everybody I knew in a capacity. So there was already like a shorthand. So I think that was an acceleration for kind of a really smooth set. And we were a very skeletal crew too. We were tiny. I think were we like 10 people on crew,
It was,
Laura?
yeah,
Very
about 10. It
small.
was pretty small.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
small. I'll say in the spa industry, again, kind of the parallel of the two. It's interesting. A lot of our audience will be spa people, but then also
Yes.
some makeup artists. So it's
Yes.
interesting, our dynamic, and then
Mhm.
businesswomen, because
Mm. Mm.
we're not a influencer channel. We're more of an
Yeah.
educational type
Yeah.
thing, and then talking with our audience that are mainly professional women out there in the industry, in the beauty industry, or in the cinema makeup industry. So it's kind of interesting little parallel. But bringing in talent into a spa is very similar. How
Mhm.
they're going to work together, how they're going to communicate together. If they're, some people might be excellent at what they do, but they're not
Mhm.
going to fit because of
Mhm.
personality,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's
Mhm.
very similar, and Brandy can attest to that,
Definitely.
I'm sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a really
Yeah.
hard nuance as a manager to sort of keep everything moving smoothly and without friction. And I'm sure like scheduling is really intense too, because everyone has their own specialties of the services they provide. And then if you have a client cancel last minute, so I can imagine it can get really fast and furious really quickly, or a day can go sideways
Yes.
really quickly. Yeah.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Now, while you were over in England, you were on a road team, correct? Is that correct?
Yeah, I rowed in high school and college, and then I was considering rowing in it's called the Oxford Blues. I was I was training pre-elite for rowing. So I was thinking about going to trying out for the national team to feed into the Olympic teams. And I decided ultimately not to, like a lot of different pivots along the way in my 20s, because academics always won out. I was a recruit to Berkeley for rowing. It was a 40-hour work week for rowing for training for that team. And I loved my academics too much. I watched my boyfriend at the time do it. He subsequently went on to the national team. His dad was an Olympic medalist in the sport. So I was lucky to have a firsthand understanding and a really close proximity to like what that life looked like. And as much as I loved it, and much as rowing has honed my discipline, and I still fall back on everything I learned from that sport today, I'm so glad I didn't go to the Olympics. It wouldn't have been the right kind of track for me. It's incredibly, incredibly focused. That's all you're doing. And I was just more interested in books and history. So I
Yeah.
chose the right path for myself.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's great. So, and then you were there for 20 years.
Yes.
What
Yes.
brought you back to
Yeah.
California?
So we always had a place here in California. My husband's English. I met him over there when I went to grad school, and our daughter's half British and half American. And we always loved Laguna Beach. So we had our place here, and it was just a gradual decision to kind of return home. Family was getting older, losing grandparents, lost my dad. So it was just, it was really nice to come home. And then obviously there's the industry here, which is really helpful. And it was easier for me to kind of kind of step back into that. So yeah.
Did you work as an actress or model
Mm.
overseas? No.
Nope. Left
Okay.
it all behind. I had a
Mhm.
contract right out of undergraduate here in LA, and I did it for a year. I did a commercial for Gillette. I was on, oh my gosh, I'll die laughing. I was on that show Blind Date. Do you remember that? It was a
Yes.
Yes.
reality TV show back in the day. Like there was The Real World on MTV, and then there was
Okay.
Blind Date. And so my modeling agency sent me out to that. I'm like, what am I doing? They paired me with a guy who wanted to be an actor, which was great. We had a lot of fun in Santa Monica, had dinner and went, I don't know, roller skating or something. And yeah, I
Oh,
was on TV and like it was like my dentist saw it, my friend's dad saw it and chased me down in the parking lot. Like it was really weird. It was like that early reality TV world. But yeah, no, I left that all behind. I went to London. I worked in arts fundraising, so I worked in my degree and settled down, started our family. And yeah, didn't even think about getting back in front of the camera at all.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. That's so that, and I'll tell you, there's some similarities there as well.
Mm, mm,
So we were in California, my husband and I, back in 2000. I think we left in like 2004 or
right.
2005.
Mhm.
And that's about when reality TV kicked in.
Yeah.
And because of the writer strikes,
Oh yeah, I
I
remember. I
remember the
remember.
writer
Yeah.
strikes.
Yeah.
And so we actually formed a theater company then because we were like, we don't want to be on reality TV.
Yeah,
And it's not that we
right,
didn't
yeah.
want to, actually, I'm not, I would say that back. It's not that we didn't want to be on
No, I
it.
know, yeah.
We would have loved to have been on it.
Yeah.
Every show was
Yeah.
Blind Date,
Yep.
The
The
Bachelor,
Bachelor. Mhm.
different dating shows. We were married and we
Yes.
kept getting called in
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go on
awkward.
dates with other people. We're like,
Yeah, it's like it is a real date. I mean, you have a producer and a camera crew following you, so I guess some of them are real dates. The guy I
"Mhm."
was with, Todd, hi Todd, he wanted to be an actor, so luckily I was paired with somebody who was like no pressure. It was not a date, but yeah, I hear you. I think a lot of them really were true kind of setups, and some people did date off it. But yeah, if you're married, that's an awkward situation. You don't want to be on The
Well,
Bachelor.
I remember thinking, like, well, maybe we should. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
acting,
If it's
kind
acting,
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we didn't. We decided we'll start a theater company
That's
instead.
incredible. What an amazing
They were
experience
married.
to start a theater company in LA. Incredible. Well done.
Well, you know what? It's that bare necessity thing again. It's just going back to that. I was working as in a day spa
Yep.
and
Yep.
trying to do some makeup and doing acting. And when that happened, it was like I want to keep acting. I don't, I'm not really that great at the improv thing. I want to do,
Yeah, that's hard.
the reality TV is not really where it
Yeah.
was at for me. So
Yeah.
we just put our heads together and we're like, let's form this theater
That's
company and start
incredible.
acting. So we did.
So important. It's so important to do that. Brandy, have you ever been in front of the camera? Are you interested in this work?
A little bit. I've done a few commercials, but nothing big. I mean,
Wow,
just like with
that is
our we're
big. Let's hear it.
yeah, just a few little things like that. I would love to get into it.
Yeah.
Just never have.
Yeah.
There's actually, and I'm
Yeah.
learning a lot about film and the film industry because
Good.
we actually have a film crew here right now filming a movie in Arkansas. And so it's been so cool.
Ah,
Oh my gosh, I love getting to know all these guys, and
I love
they're telling me
that.
about everything that's going on. It's actually a Jeff Nichols movie, and he's filming it
Nichols.
here. He's from Arkansas, and so he's filming a movie here, and the whole
I
crew
love
is
it.
staying. Yeah, they're living here at our apartment, and so we get to know them out at the pool,
Yeah,
and yeah, and so it's
amazing.
really cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I would love, yeah, if
There
there
you
was ever
go.
the right fit, I would love to do it.
I love that. Get into some classes, get some training, and
Yeah.
yeah, go for it. I say definitely go for it. That's amazing. How fun. Yeah, there's a lot of filming in Arkansas. I got sent out for a Lifetime movie audition, and it was filming in Arkansas. Fayetteville. Did I
Uh-huh.
say that right?
Fayetteville,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's a lot of filming happening out of state, definitely at the moment in Arkansas. I've heard of that. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
It's really
is. It's
cool.
kind of interesting. The industry has gone from self or being in person auditions,
Mm.
like self tape anybody from all over the
Yeah.
world. And,
Yeah, this is
they
true.
do today, which is makes competition more fierce. And
Yeah, that's no
yeah,
joke.
but
The reality of it is, so we do these auditions. If you get like an audition from your agent and it's a co-star role for co-star role for network TV, it's probably, and that's like 2 lines maybe. It's like they're
Mhm.
looking at maybe 2 to 7,000 submissions for 2,000 to 7,000 submissions, excuse me, for that one role.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So yeah.
competition is fierce.
Yeah.
Particularly now, the industry is a little bit more quiet, but yeah, I mean, you have to do it because you love it, because you have a passion for it. So I love that.
Jeff Nichols' film that's filming in Arkansas, I can't wait to see it. So I
Yes,
don't know
you
if you
too.
saw Mud with
Okay. Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey back
Yeah.
a few years ago. It's a really good film. It's really, really
Shit.
excellent film. The same director and yeah, the same. I get maybe it's probably a lot of the same crew, I would imagine too.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great is getting to hang out with these
It's
Yeah.
so
folks. And,
cool.
That's so
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
fun. That's so
Yeah,
fun.
mhm.
and
Yeah.
kind
Just
of like
watch.
you,
Yeah.
Anna. Yeah, we were just down at the pool, my husband and I, and we were grilling, and they were all out there. They were having like a meeting. You could tell that they were meeting about the
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was just
Yeah.
me and my husband. And so we were kind of like awkward. We were just like over there grilling. And so I was like, you know what? That's just my nature is like I just want to host. And so I put together like a little charcuterie board and I just walked it over there and sat it down in the middle of their meeting. And I said, I'm not trying to interfere with anything that y'all have going on, but here you go. And they thought that was the coolest thing. And that got us like, I have all their phone numbers now. Like
There
we
you
hang
go.
out.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Feed
They are,
a hungry film crew. That
yeah,
is the right way
they,
forward.
they loved
They
it.
will-
They were like, this is the best hospitality. They loved it. So yeah, that really went a long way. So
It's
yeah,
all
that was
about
fun.
connections too. Keep those
Yeah.
connections. Yeah.
Yeah. You never
Seriously.
know.
Yeah, I mean, the industry is just, it basically is a small town. Hollywood is a small town of friends making films with friends. So that's it. It's really small.
It is.
So,
It's crazy.
yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, every time I've been out to visit Laura, we ran into, different celebrities and
Mhm.
it does feel like that. Like when I'm out there, it feels like it is a small town and it's just really nice people that are, just trying to make a living. I mean, it's just everybody's career. And so
Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
remember coming out here back in I was 19 when I first came out to California. And I remember thinking,
Oh.
um, that it would be almost like Wizard of Oz or something, like I would walk into this fairy tale and
With the
it's
flying
like,
monkeys.
yeah,
you know, it's just people, if
it
you're a
is.
celebrity, it's just a person, or, they're people and you meet
Yeah.
them and it's always so interesting to me. I love LA for
Yeah,
that.
I wanna name drop something because it's really bittersweet. I, got to be featured background on The Studio. It's an Apple Plus TV show with Seth Rogen, and
Yes, I
so
love
I
that.
was a Golden Globe winner and the studio head in this show was Catherine O'Hara. So I got to
Oh,
sit next to her in between takes, and we've sadly lost her recently. She passed away, but
yes.
she was so wonderful and so lively and sweet and interested and interesting. And I had this custom lipstick and I was sharing it with her and showing her it and she was looking at it. And we were just kind of having this lovely little chit chat. And it's like how would I have known, she'd be gone, 18 months later. But I felt really lucky to have that experience to get to meet her and
Yeah.
just
Wow,
work
that's
with
so
her.
special. That's so
Yeah.
interesting. I love that
Yeah.
episode, actually. I'm gonna have to go back and
Oh,
rewatch
did you?
it.
Yeah, I'm in blue. We were on set for 17
Yes.
hours. I mean, talk about, we looked so glamorous. They had me in a Roberto Cavalli gown and Bagley Mishka shoes. It was beautiful. I had an Emmy Award winner had done my hair and it was a several day shoot. So it was like 4 days straight of this gorgeous set. But I mean, hour 17, I mean, my feet were swollen. I was talking to the medic on set, like it's no joke. It looks really pretty, but it was brutal. As
I
Laura,
love
you would
it.
know with sets, like it is no joke. Every single minute is money on a set. And so you wait and you get the shot and you just keep
Yeah.
doing it till you get it right. And if you're there till 2 a.m., you're there till 2 a.m. Yeah, it was intense.
What's the longest you've ever been on a set?
It was probably the studio. They kept us. I mean, they did a lot of long shots. If you watched it, this is a technical thing, but when we won the Golden Globes, the camera followed us all the way up to to the stage and there was this big long scene and they didn't really break it. So we kept resetting to one and going back and doing this full kind of scene. So we were on set, yeah, like 17 hours. We
Wow.
ended up back at, I think we ended up at Fox Studio to turn in wardrobe at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah, it was, it was really fun. It was fun. I don't want to do that again for a while, but
No.
yeah, it was really intense. It looks amazing, but there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears behind that.
Yes, for sure.
Swollen
Yeah, that
feet in
show.
my case. Yeah. What about
Yeah.
you? What's the longest set you've been on?
Oh, I was on set for over 24 hours once, about 25 or 26
Oh,
hours. I got into golden time, a couple of hours of golden time. So you're paid for, you're paid your whole day rate each hour. So we
what?
were,
I've never heard
yes,
that. Wow.
yes. It only one time it was the movie Hollywood Homicide. It was probably filmed back in like 2002, 2003 with like I think it's Harrison Ford. Is that
Huh?
right? Harrison
Uh-huh.
Ford.
Hollywood Homicide.
And it's a scene where it's another big one. Yeah, it's a big scene on
Yeah.
lots of people in an audience where there's things blowing up and
Oh my
glass
gosh.
flying.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they used maybe 2 seconds of the footage that took
Oh,
through 24 hours.
24 hours.
Uh,
I would actually be hallucinating by that point. How did you feel?
it was, no, of course, I was in my early 20s, so, or mid 20s. So, yeah, so it wasn't too terribly bad. And that was the time of cookies and Twizzlers and maybe some Marlboro Lights. Yeah.
Survived on that, yeah. An hour of sleep, back at it. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's wild. They only use a couple seconds of it. Holy smokes. Impossible
Yeah.
to watch that.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
barely film at all, and, I don't know, of course, that's
gosh.
not ever the plan to go that long with your crew, and there I just no telling how much that costs, that
Can't
day of filming.
imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
that's
crazy.
wild. Yeah, I've never heard of a 24-hour set. I'm sure it exists still, but that's intense. Wow. Well
Yeah,
done.
they probably don't do those as much as they used to. So there's not, it's quite different than it used to be for sure, so just the way
Yeah.
it's better now for sure, I will say it's definitely
Yeah,
better.
there's rules. Wow, incredible. What a
Yeah, the
story.
rules.
What a
Yeah, the
story.
rules are definitely better, so than they used to be. So now you're not only an actress, but also a model. And your photos, I would definitely, we'll link everything to our bio and our
Okay.
description,
Yeah.
and all the different networks
Yeah. Yeah,
that
yeah.
we're on. But definitely give on a follow on her Instagram. Your photos are absolutely
Oh,
gorgeous.
thank you. Oh
And I
my
would
gosh.
like to say that I mean, they are definitely you too. That, I've
Yeah.
worked with lots of models, lots of actresses
Yeah.
that go through a process of you'll look back at their photos and it's like, wow, that sort of looks like them.
Too much
But
retouching. Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
been retouched to the point of that is no
Oh,
longer even a human being,
right.
much
Oh,
less that
yeah.
human being. So
Yeah.
yeah, do you have a say in that? Because your photos are not
Yeah.
retouched, I don't
Yeah,
think.
no,
I mean,
thanks.
they
Yeah, we
don't.
did. Yeah, there's a little bit of retouching. And the whole reason I got back in front of the camera again, I got back in front of this in my 40s, was I wanted women to feel excited about aging. So I wrote a book on confidence for women. I'm going to publish it later this year. And I just want women to feel confident and secure and excited about getting older. I really kind of reject this like youth culture obsession. I love beautiful young people as well, but there's so much to be excited about. There's so much in ahead of us. And I personally don't do any plastic surgery or injections. I think everyone can choose what works for them perfectly. And I happen not to. And so yeah, sometimes, you'll see like clotheslines or just softening of things. And it's just like, it's exciting to me. I mean, my face
Mhm.
is my face and is changing and I'm getting older and I'm lucky to be this age. So everything I do just has gratitude underneath it. And once you have the gratitude, like, wow, I'm alive another day, it really shifted my perspective. And I just want to share that and just say, let's be, emboldened to take up space and be audacious older women. I mean, what
Yes.
other choice do we have? I'm not chasing youth. I don't want to be 20-year-old me. So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
so good. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, very
I
good. Yeah.
needed that today. I was feeling I'm going through perimenopause. And so this
Oh,
is all
yeah.
yeah,
Same.
terrible. And yeah, and so I was kind of feeling that grr today. Just, you just sometimes have that. And so,
It just
yeah,
doesn't feel
that's
right.
so good. I love that. What you just said was perfect. I needed to hear that today. And I'm sure
No, and
so many
we all
others
are
did.
gonna pick ourselves apart. I've heard other models or actors or actresses, and men too, by the way. It's not just women. Like, oh, I need to do this or that or this. And like, look, I see it too on myself, and it's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
it is what it is.
It is
We're
what it is.
never gonna look better. We're gonna look back when we're 60 and go, what was I thinking at that age? I looked
Exactly.
amazing. So
Yeah.
just being excited about getting older. I think plastic surgery is great for people who want it. I don't know if it makes them happier. I don't know. Um, of course it's tempting. And yeah, I mean, I will say my photos are usually professionally retouched. And the one thing that was weird for me was seeing like the raw photo and going, oh, well, it's going to get retouched and this will do that and that. And it's like, oh, wait, I got to be okay with how it looks without the retouching. So what
Yeah.
helped me a lot with that was just going through my day-to-day life, not wearing makeup and being really happy like that. I'm like, okay, I got a zit. Cool. I'm not covering it up. So if
Yeah.
I could go out in public and feel confident, secure, barefaced, I feel like
Mhm.
I'm bulletproof. Like that's been kind of my antidote to any kind of vanity or ego. It's just like, yeah, I am who
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely love that.
Um,
As I'm getting older
yeah.
and, um, things are changing
Sure.
and I kind of like some of the changes. Do
Right?
y'all like some of the changes? I mean, what's wrong with liking? I kind of like
Yeah.
my gray hair. I
Yeah, it
like,
looks
No
gorgeous
brainer.
on you. I
you
dig
know,
that. I dig
actually
it.
like a little, I had really, really chubby cheeks, my whole life and that my
Oh, you look
volume,
amazing. Yeah, what
I
is
mean,
that we thin out? Like,
seriously.
we get really like, what are that
Yeah.
buccal fat removing that the younger actresses are doing? Apparently, like, no, don't do
Yes.
that. So you're
Don't
gonna
do
get to your
that.
No.
40s and you're already it's gonna happen
Exactly.
naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Yep.
mess with that. Don't mess with the buccal fat. You need that.
Exactly. Exactly. And then yeah, exactly. I remember my mom saying, because I would always, want lots and lots of highlights. And she's
Yeah.
just wait a little bit of time. You'll get
Yeah.
your own,
Naturally.
God's
Yeah.
going to give you natural highlights.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
But
it.
yeah,
I
my
absolutely love it.
grays are terrible
Yeah.
today, but it's
No,
okay. It's
you
all
can't
yeah.
see the No,
I-
I
In
think the most interesting women
um,
are the ones that they bring their own interiority out. It's who they are inside. I mean, look at Isabella Rossellini, Helen Mirren. I met Gina Davis. She's beautiful, and she's I think she's 65 or 70. And
wow.
she isn't. She's got the crow's lines and the smile lines, and she looks amazing. And I'm just like, this is so cool. Like I love seeing women just aging and taking up space on their own. It's hard in this industry because, as you know, Laura, like lighting and being in front of a cinematic camera, it's an artificial, unnatural environment. So you'll get like casts of weird shadows or this or that. So I understand and have empathy why actresses and models have a tough time with it. But I think the sooner we kind of dismantle this like notion that we have to look like ourselves, what we looked like in our 20s. Like as soon as we
Yeah.
banish that, it's like, let's have the freedom and runway to be these really cool older women. Like, so that's
Yeah.
where the future is for me. Yeah. It
It's,
gets me up in the morning and excited.
I
Well,
love that.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yes. And then you're able to see the life in people's faces. You
Yes.
see
Yeah.
and the laughs that they've had over the years or the sadness that they've had, whatever it is that
Yeah.
they've lived, it comes out more.
Yeah.
And, these actors that freeze things and puff things up so much, acting is not the industry
No,
for
no, no.
fillers and Botox. It's just really
No,
not.
no. And I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna give you a really like savage, dirty secret about acting and let me know if you feel this way too, Laura, about it, because I know you're an actor as well. You cannot be self-conscious in front of the camera. That is kryptonite. So acting is being present in the present moment, finding the truth of the moment, bouncing, impulses off your scene partner. And if you're sitting there worried about what you look like, you're going to ruin the shot. You can't be
Yeah.
self-aware. You got to be lost. You got to create your character and you've got to disappear into that character. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of actors struggle with self-awareness or maybe vanity in front of the camera. And the ones who are able to divorce themselves of that are going to be so compelling to watch because they have zero F's to give and they're just right there, their character. And they don't care if their double chin is showing or whatever, weird things happening.
Yeah.
Because you do,
Yeah.
you get really weird angles. It's really unusual to see yourself on moving film. You're like, oh, okay, wow, that's interesting. It's
Yeah.
definitely different from taking photos. I'm used to taking photos and you get the shot and you pick the right one out of 1,000 of them and you look amazing. The other ones, maybe not. But like, and when you're moving, it's not very forgiving. So you're seeing all sorts of interesting angles and things. And the sooner you just don't care about it, the more exciting it is, the more free you are to really kind of be in your art. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's very true. That's very true. You know, men, you see the wrinkles and
Yeah.
the lines and the pores and their hair's messed up. And, Al Pacino, he doesn't care about his
No,
angles.
no,
He doesn't, he doesn't care.
no,
Um,
I don't think so.
yeah.
No.
Oh, Sean Connery, no, and then you look at, Glenn Close, you look at these actresses
Yeah, I love him.
that they don't either. They don't
Mm-mm.
either. And they, and they're perfect because of it,
They're
Yeah.
present, they're locked into the
Mhm.
moment, they're locked in, they're dropped in, and they're not the lack of self-awareness. Like if you want to be charismatic even in real life, like if you're not self-aware, you're going to gravitate people towards you. If you're interested in other people, you ask them questions, you're not really lost in your own world of what do you look like? What are people thinking about you? The sooner you kind of remove all that from your world, the better off you're going to be. And it takes discipline, it takes practice. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, we all have our moments. But yeah, especially in front of the camera, you cannot be worried about what you look like because it will shatter you no matter who you are. And I think
Yeah.
there's actors like I think Matt Damon can't watch himself on screen. And
Okay.
Richard E. Grant can't either. So certain actors, it's really tough, and I understand that. But
Mm.
yeah, it takes a
Yeah.
real moment to see yourself bigger than life and weird angles. It is odd.
It was very hard for me. I had never done any
Yeah.
acting, but when we started
Yeah.
this podcast, when I watched
Mhm.
it back, I thought, "Oh, no, I don't wanna watch anymore. I don't wanna see myself. I don't wanna
Same.
see
Mhm.
why
Mhm.
did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I look
Yeah.
like that? Why did I could just tear myself apart." And so now for me, like, how long have we been doing this, Laura? For a year now, I guess? About
Yeah.
a year.
Mhm.
This is the first time, and a year ago, Brandy would have never been on screen without makeup, without great lighting. Sitting in my living room, I'd be like, "Oh, I can't do that. I don't wanna do that." And so I've come a long way, and it is free, and I'm like you, I have 0 Fs to give. It is
Good.
so
Good.
free when you get there. You don't
Yes.
care what people think anymore. So this
Yeah.
is who
Well,
I am. This is the raw, unfiltered Brandy, and I've just got to an age where I'm like, if you don't like it, you don't have to listen. You don't have to
that's
watch.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Well done. That's huge work. I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
of professional actors who still struggle to watch themselves or tear themselves apart. So you're way ahead of the curve. I'm really proud of you. It's a great
Thank
place
Yeah.
to
you.
be. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Definitely. And, it's gotten better and better because we've had episodes where we're putting our skincare on, putting our makeup
Mhm.
on, talking
Mhm.
about, that, right after having a facial or having a chemical peel and we're a little, red or whatnot. And it's very freeing and it's very
Yeah.
helpful, I feel like, to people because especially those out there that are creating their own content or trying to, be yourself. People, they
Yes.
want to
Yourself.
see, they want to see
Yeah.
us being
Yeah.
ourselves. They don't want to see a fake version of
No.
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 that's no good.
That's
That's no good.
discouraging because it's not real life, and
Yeah. It's
so it's
not
discouraging
reality.
for other women that are our age, and they turn us on and feel like, "I don't want anybody to feel like that." Like, "Oh, they're so beautiful," and well,
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
because we have all these filters on and all this makeup and all this lighting. I mean, just
Right.
be
Right.
yourself.
Yeah. That's right. No, reality. It's so true. I've seen celebrities up close and they're like you said, Laura, they're normal people. They've got pores.
Yeah.
They've got bad
Yeah.
hair days, weird angles, double chins. So yeah,
Yes.
it's all
Yeah.
yeah, it's all true.
All the things, like, not everybody does the plastic surgery. Not everybody does and a lot of
Mhm.
actresses and actors don't because
Yeah.
like they want to be able to have that expression. And, um, and yes, there are makeup tricks for,
Right.
tape and whatnot that pulls. And there are some actresses that do insist on using those types of things that maybe that they don't, but they're not going to freeze their face with Botox because they want to be able to get jobs. They want to be
Right.
able to work. So
Right.
yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yes, yes. So let's see here. So we've talked about your modeling career. Now,
Mhm.
what sort of inspired you to get back into like taking acting
Oh,
classes? And
yeah, I never on the deck. I'm a strange, unusual case. Never in my life wanted to be an actor. My acting studio found me. They encouraged me to come in for an interview for a spot. And I'm like, I'm gonna say yes, but I don't want to act. I'm really shy. I don't want to do this. And I forced myself to do it. And 2 years later, I finished my Meisner conservatory training. So fully trained up. I have a theatrical agent. I'm auditioning. I've been in short films and indie films, TV pilot. And I just say let life surprise you because that was never in the cards. I never pursued acting. I was not interested in it. As far as I would go would be commercial acting, which is a side of modeling. But I'd only say it's augmented my life. The Meisner technique training is all about listening to your partner. It's made me a better human because I listen more than I speak. And I think it's Epictetus, the ancient Greek philosopher, said we have two ears, one mouth. So
Mhm.
it's yeah, it's been really transformative. So let life
Mhm.
surprise you. I was not ready
Uh,
for it.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. So here we are in our mid to late 40s
Yeah.
and perimenopause,
Yes,
probably around the
yes,
board.
yes. One of
And
us.
I feel like the three of us are, I mean, I have always been ambitious, and I can tell, knowing both of you and hearing your stories, you've always been ambitious. But there's something about this time of life that just is so precious and so interesting and so fun. And it's really cool to see other women taking life by the horns or, and just
Yeah.
like directing your own destiny. And you wrote a book. What's the name of the book?
I've got a working title, Radiant as F.
Okay.
I think it's like Radiant as F, Guide to Middle Age Confidence and Wellness. I can't remember my full title. Actually, I need to go back
Okay.
and look at it. I'm bouncing around a couple of titles with my book editor, but we're actually going to get a layout editor now and get it published, and get it up to like Barnes and Nobles and Amazon by the end of the year. And it was just kind of inspired by this idea of like instead of shrinking, and trying to be invisible at this age, and we've all had those moments, it's like, no, take up space, arrive, like, claim your age, declare it, to claim your presence. And life really shifts and changes when you find your confidence. And I use my athletic background to say, well, confidence isn't inborn. I had to train myself. So here's my 4 month, I have a 4 month container and a program of how to get kind of arrive at that confidence. So I'm
Yes.
really excited to share it because I think every woman should feel confident and excited about getting older. I'm 48. I love saying my age, and my agents don't want me to because I'm sure, Laura, as you know, casting directors don't want to know your age because it takes them out of the fantasy of guess of what your casting age range is. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm 48. Like my next big birthday is 50. How exciting is that? Like I can't
Yeah.
even wait to be half a century old. So just flipping the narrative, like we're
Yes.
lucky to get to this age. It's such a blessing.
Yeah, 100% agree that, and it's a beautiful way to
Yeah.
look at life, and it's the true way of
Yeah.
looking at it.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be worried about the silliness of that we don't look young anymore, who cares?
No, that'd be
Who
weird.
cares? Like, do your thing and go to the beach I know women that won't put a bathing suit on
I know
anymore.
that too. I know, it makes me really
Mm.
sad. Like
Yeah.
I had a really funny experience. I was shooting in New York, and I have this great mentor who was a really big male model. He shot with like Moschino and Stephen Meisel, and he was rep by Wilhelmina. And I'd order these like really cute designer jeans, but sometimes designer jeans, like you got to order 2 sizes up because they're
Yes.
really cut tight. So anyways, I show up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I got a muffin top. He's like, just let it fly out. I was like, that's all right. Like, just like it is what it is. And I just thought, yes, like it gave me that permission. It's like, all right, like don't suck it in. Like that's okay. Like it is what it is. Like, and I just love that. It was so refreshing to hear from another model. It's like, oh, forget it. It's all right.
Yeah.
They look great. Like a little, so what, and it's like they can Photoshop it out if it's an issue. It's just like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like,
that's
just give yourself freedom and grace. It's like, well, so what, here it is.
Exactly.
Got a bit of a
yeah.
pooch. Cool.
And I
Exactly.
Yeah, no, just like radical acceptance of it, which was really
Yeah.
freeing. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
love seeing seeing billboards and magazines where the women and the men also, you can see little uh, imperfections, not really
Yeah.
imperfections, just
Exactly.
human
Just
beings.
Human. Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Real
love that.
people. Yes.
Yep.
I
Real
love that.
people.
Yeah, like so many brands nowadays are doing that too. Like American Eagle, you go to their website and you're looking, and I love that they tell you this person. They don't tell you their weight, but they say they're
Yeah.
5'10" and they're wearing a
Yeah.
size large, and I love that
Yeah.
because I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that looks like me. Yeah,
That's right.
so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really good.
It's so important. It is so important.
Yeah.
I mean, Hollywood still has some weird standards. I've seen a lot of casting
Mhm.
calls where it's like the recent shows, like, oh, we want upscale guests. They must be 5'8" to 5'11", size 0 to 4. And it's like, but it is changing. Like I think those last bastions are really slipping away. And I think ageism is the last barrier, at least in Hollywood. There's better scenes being written for older women now, in particular. Older men have always had it a little bit easier. And I think the last step is like we need to open those roles up a little more. I mean, yeah, Nicole Kidman can play like a hot older woman. She had this movie where she had like a sugar baby boy, like a sugar baby relationship or something. Like she's having hot sex and stuff. Like that's great. That's Nicole Kidman. But it's like, let's open that up for a larger population of actresses to play those roles, like not just the A-listers. But I think we're getting there. And not that it has to be like a sex scene, just that it has to be interesting, older, rich, nuanced roles for women. I think that's coming.
I would like to hear a little bit about how Selfish Marie came along and starting your own short film.
I was doing background for another actress for her short film and sort of sitting there on set daydreaming. And this character kind of just arrived in my mind. And it was like, wait a minute, there's something here. And I wrote the script within a few days. It kind of just poured out of me. And I just thought, wow, this is really exciting. And parked it, talked to a production company, and it wasn't going to work out easily. And I thought, you know what? I know people who work in this industry. So I just, by force of will, assembled this incredible crew. And we pulled this together and shot in the middle of March over 3 days. And we're cycling through post-production. We just have the score is with our composer at the moment, and that's it. We are ready to submit almost to festivals. It was such a process. It's a proof of concept for a feature film, which is hugely intimidating to me, the idea of writing a screenplay for a feature film. So one step at a time, but just a really fun character. She just kind of came to me, and it's been a lot of fun to kind of tease her out and nuance it and like kind of step into her world. Um, yeah, it's been a real blessing to kind of push this forward, but it's been a lot of logistics and a lot of work to get it up and running. And I'm grateful for the experience of kind of creating a film from scratch with incredibly talented people. I was really lucky. Yeah.
It's so interesting. It's a great character. I don't think I've
Cool.
ever seen a character like her on screen before.
Mm.
She's very well. I don't want to give it away or
No, go
say
ahead.
too
Yeah,
much. But she's very girly. She's a girl's girl. But she's so much more. And man, she's he's really Brandy. You're gonna love this
I can't
character.
wait. This is
yeah,
gonna be
we'll
great.
send it
I'm
to
so
you.
excited.
Yeah, she's I classify it as a dark comedy. Uh,
Yeah,
she's not really pleasant. I took a lot of inspiration from male and female narcissists. Or people with narcissistic traits I know in real life. And there's a lot of Don Draper from Mad Men, just sort of like a little bit of that energy to her too. Like she's very much emotionally kind of opportunistic, and she is a narcissist. She's actually a diagnosed narcissist, and she has these kind of appetites in this world that she lives in. And the tagline for the movie is it's her world, you just live in it. So yeah, a little bit unpleasant, but a real interesting character study for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Are
I
you
think
drinking out
great.
of your coffee cup that says that? No, you're not. It's the different one. You
Oh
have
yeah,
that
we
one.
do.
Coffee cup.
To show you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a prop. It says it's my world, you just live in it. And actually did make the cut. Yeah, there were a lot of little kind of nuances to we took a lot of care with setting up the set. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun with that.
You
The
filmed it
set
on
is
your
so
home?
much.
Yeah, we filmed it
Sorry.
in my home. So I mean, needs must. You shoot where you can with what you have. And so, yeah, we shot at my house and it worked, and just immediately surrounding environments. So we were very efficient and economical with the set. Yeah, it really worked well.
Did
That
you
is
think
so
about that
cool.
while you were writing it? That,
Yeah, I did
okay.
actually. Yeah, and actually it's funny, for the feature film, I've got Marie, she comes from really old established money on the East Coast. So I've got her living in a really massive, huge home off of Irvine Terrace, this premier real estate here on the coast. Her family's absolutely loaded. But we shot it in my little kind of, cute surf shack cottage. But definitely feature film Marie is gonna have a very augmented reality for sure. And she runs a real estate investment firm. So there's a whole world to kind of create for her in a feature film, which is hugely intimidating to me. A short film, as arduous as it is, it's almost manageable. But a
Yeah.
feature film is next level insanity. I mean, you have to get financing and backers and line producers and a huge crew. So it's exciting. We'll see. We'll see if it goes there. But right now, I just want to get this film into festivals, and hopefully that's the next step.
That's
I'm
so
so
cool.
excited for
It's
it.
fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of I've worked on, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 films that over the course of my life where I've really been excited to see the final outcome. And this is one of
Oh,
them for
thank
sure.
you.
I'm
I
like,
can't wait for you to see it.
yeah,
You're a
thank you. I
huge
mean,
part of it. Laura posted on Instagram some of her incredible looks that she did, and everyone went crazy for it. There's loads of
Yeah.
comments, and I reposted it as a story, and just so many comments from people wow, this is, and I'm yeah,
Yeah, she is extremely talented for
Laura
sure.
is amazing, and she went
Yes.
really big. We have this really kind of ugly scene for Marie where she's on a bender, and Laura had this incredible makeup workout. We didn't quite take it to that height, but I loved it. There's eyelashes coming off, and it was really, really ugly and despondent. And I was oh, I wish we could do that. But yeah, the director pulled it back a little bit, but I loved where it was going. It was going to be really just
Yeah.
a free for all. Yeah. Which is
That's
amazing.
so fun.
So talented. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love, makeup's not, it's so much fun creating and working on a set and just being in a creative environment is just where it's at for me. I love it. Absolutely. And Brandy and I both, whenever we're, with our spas, we're creative,
Yeah.
we'll bring in all sorts of crazy ideas. It's
Yes.
we're almost Lucy and Ethel,
And
I
full?
would say.
Yeah, I love
Definitely us. That is
Like,
definitely us. We have had some crazy ideas, and we're in the middle of them sometimes, and we're we usually bite off way more than we can chew.
love. That's
But
the
we
way
go
to
with it.
live. That's the
Yeah,
way to do it. You got to do it that way. You got to go big, and then you can
Yes,
always scale it back. Yeah, I
that's
agree.
right.
100%.
Yeah.
well, I am super excited to see it.
Yes,
We'll
I'm
link,
excited for you to see it.
a, uh, eventually once we're able to know
Yep.
where it's going and that sort of
Yep.
thing, we
Yep.
keep it all out there on our website and on our, oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, on our Instagram. We'll share the news with the world as well. So
Yeah. Thank you.
now, talking about best friends and how, and having a podcast together and all the crazy things you do with your best
Yeah.
friend,
Yeah.
Anna also has a podcast with
Oh,
her best friend. Tell us about your podcast.
it's called the Audio Sugar Podcast with Kevin and Anna. Kevin's a great friend that I met in Kentucky. He's a former male model and he's now a photographer. He shot covers for like FHM and Playboy and Maxim. And we just got on really well. And so we're on episode, I think, 67 of our podcast. And we're just big goofballs and we just talk about nonsense most of the time, which is it's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed working with him on that. So we try to post once a week. And yeah, it's been a real journey to learn how to structure podcasts, as you know,
Mhm.
and find the right co-host. And yeah, it's been great fun. So just like you. Just a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very good. I've listened to several episodes
Oh, gosh, thanks.
and it's very, very good. And it's so funny. You guys are
It
so fun.
is.
I love
Yeah, I
Yeah,
enjoyed
we
it.
are ridiculous. Like the stuff we say off screen, we don't even say on screen. It's a little bit more ribald and dirty. So we clean it up a little bit. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep a straight face with your good friend, as you guys know. You have to like
Yes.
be a little bit
Yes.
professional.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he also posed for Playgirl, right?
He did. Oh my gosh, you have looked at him. Yes, he did. He did. He's a Playgirl centerfold. And he was the most voted for the Man of the Year competition, I think, in 2005. So, yeah, he's had a lot of fun. He actually shot with a really great celebrity photographer named John Russo, who now shoots celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio. So the lighting is beautiful. And yeah, he showed me the photos and I'm like, great, that's awesome. But no, he's great fun. Yeah, he's great fun. Yeah. So he's had a lot of experience in front of the camera and now he does a lot of professional photography and he's also a fitness instructor. Yeah, he trains clients. It's awesome. Yeah, he's fun.
it's a great podcast. Definitely
Yeah,
give it a
thanks. Thank
listen.
you.
And watch on YouTube, correct? You're on
Yeah, we're on
YouTube.
YouTube
Yeah.
only. Exclusively on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah. Is there any advice or any other kind of tidbits of knowledge that you'd like
Yeah.
to put out there into the universe today?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say find your confidence. Find your reason to be confident, if it's for your children or if it's for yourself, because that's going to be the engine to your success no matter what you do. Just have that grace and confidence in yourself and your abilities and know it's going to be a messy process no matter what. And you're going to get there. Yeah. Just keep chugging away. It's an endurance sport. No matter what you do, mastery takes a long time. Learning to knit, stack your dishwasher well, any day now for me. I'm terrible at that. Fold your laundry. So yeah, just confidence and grace for yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
That they say every overnight success was, 20, 30 years in the making.
Yeah, they say in my acting studio it takes 10 years to make it as an actor. So these overnight sensations, they've been grinding and hustling hundreds of auditions for years and years. So yeah, nothing's overnight. It's all the quiet work you do in the background. Agreed. Is that?
Mhm. That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
being here with
Thank
us
you for
today.
having me. This has been a treat. Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Two of my favorite people right here, just inspirational women. Thank you for being my friend and thank you for hiring me. And
Yes.
Brandy, same. Thank you for being my friend and thank you for working with me. We will be back with Pretty Smart 2 in another week. Bye.